Hello, here's another dev update for Everyone Votes. So I've been working on getting config to be more scalable, more easy to work with, so I could easily add like new settings and everything, and I could easily like duplicate settings between them without having to copy a bunch of code. So what I have right now is just a prototype. It's very, very basic, but effectively, if I go into config, here's what it kind of looks like right now, as of right now at least. We got the Discord wide poll module, quote unquote, and it says that it's enabled in dev poll commands, and then it gives a little brief summary saying, oh, they're sent and tallied at 5 p.m. Now, the cool thing is, in doing this, I'm trying to make it so the bot is like wholly, fully customizable. So like right now, the current bot, like you can only do, maybe I could even pull it up. The current bot, you can only like change, you could do all the cool things with you know, the, I don't know why I'm blinking, Discord polls, the Discord wide polls, but the free responses, like you could pin them, but you can't have a role ping separately for them, and you can't have like threads, or you can't have them in a different. Well, actually, you can't have it in a different channel, but at a different time, all that sort of stuff. So the idea is that each module, like Discord wide polls, free response, server wide polls, will have their own little section, and in those sections, it'll be a lot less cramped than like how it is now with a bunch of settings you immediately have. It'll instead be just one, and you just pick, you go into the sub menu so that you can actually see the settings related to Discord wide poll. Um, but regardless, past that, let's take a look at the actual code right now. So you'll see in the background, I'm not going to bother moving the database, but you'll see in the background, this is actually the code for the config menu now. Actually, we'll move the database, don't worry. So, well, I've just made it like a builder. So how it was before is it was hard coded. This is the old config. So the old config is literally hard coded values, and then if page equals 1, do all of this, and then each single page has a different response like thing for it. It is awful. Now, however, it's now just a bunch of set name. You set a couple of functions so that it can dynamically change, but that's kind of it. So what you see right now, like in the actual Discord, is just this stuff. This is just an extra setting that isn't actually visible yet, but this is all that it is. And then, of course, the actual stuff is in here, but it's actually rather simple. It's just that it's so much repeated code that I just need to simplify it a decent bit. So now, we have the actual setting here. You can see that the menu text is what was displayed. It checks the enabled value, quote unquote. That's like the main setting that indicates whether Discord wide polls are enabled or disabled. So they are enabled, so it said what the channel was and the Discord poll offset. However, say if we want to disable that, we can. So I could literally just set to null and write changes. And if we go right back to Discord and run it again, now it's disabled. Now you got it disabled. And also, if we go back again and we repaste in the ID, and we actually change the Discord poll offset to something like 5, apply that, write changes, and we go right back again, now it'll say polls are sent at 10 p.m. and tallied at 5 p.m. So if they're different, they'll, have a different little text there. And that's wholly because I have the function that I just passed in. And I could do that for every single setting, or every module, every setting, all of that stuff. So it should, be easily dynamically, changeable. I don't actually have to fuck around with the menu stuff right here and make a new page and manually set page equals 0 every time. Like, good lord, look how many page equals zeros there are. It's awful. Like, help me over here. But this will make it a lot easier, and it'll make it so I could actually just like copy paste. So another key aspect is that this is a function, the get modules function. So technically, because server polls will have basically all the same settings as Discord-wide polls, you could just copy paste it for the most part, and you could just change, say, the database prefix. And then that's it. That's all of that for the server-wide polls. And all the settings will be the same. You could probably change like a set page description. But they're all basically the same, so I'm able to really easily copy paste this stuff once I start getting it working. But right now, it doesn't work like the actual submenus yet. But I wanted to kind of explain what I was doing just so it's a little more clear, because I've just been sending like, oh, here's what it looks like, and it still looks like it. I've just been working completely on like back-end stuff and trying to get the builder stuff to work, and now it does work. I believe it wouldn't be super easy to add in, but if I were to add like another module builder thing in here, I believe it should actually still work. Let me actually try that real quick off screen. I don't know if it will, but we'll see. We'll fuck around and find out. It does. There you go. I literally just copy and pasted the same exact module builder, and I just put it down here, and it just added it to the Discord thing. And it made it nicely, spaced. I could change any of the settings, and it'd be their own thing. And now there's 2 select menus here. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. Hopefully I could get the select, okay, I might as well kind of explain what the kind of structure is now. So this is the main menu, and then you got the module menu, which would be Discord-wide poll menu, which would be pretty damn similar to the normal config, how it is now. And then you got the setting menu, even though it's not really a menu, it's just, it's like I'll show you real quick. The setting menu would just be this, where it's like, oh, I could select the role and then save and whatnot. But yeah, this is what the module menu will sort of look like, and it's coming around pretty damn nicely. I'm pretty glad. I'm very glad that I think the only reason that the bot's actually shaping up to be like this is because I actually had to take an object-oriented programming course in college. So I'm like, hey, I gotta fit this stuff in, and hey, it's actually a lot nicer because goddamn, it actually is so much more functional and easy to work with. So that's what we got going on there. Keep an eye out if you're interested, and for the YouTube folk, cicadia.dev/hub for the Discord, and you'll actually be in the know with all of this stuff, because I posted earlier today what I was doing in Node YTDLP. I'll actually post something about this maybe, but yeah, if you ever want to voice your opinions, you could do so. But anyways, I appreciate it.